And we are back. We're going to move to the recommendations in agenda item number 6. We've spent a good time in the exempt session looking at the details of the proposed joint venture, had a very good debate, and I can now move to the recommendations in agenda item 4. I think actually I'll read them out because it's worth having them on the live stream. So Cabinet is recommended to 1, carefully consider the work since January 2024 to develop a proposal to take forward the redevelopment of the Martlett Shopping Centre. 2, request that officers continue to negotiate the financial and legal terms of a proposed joint venture and update Cabinet in September. And then finally 3, assuming work progresses well, that the Council should receive a full report on this matter at its September meeting. If we could now move to the vote. And that is carried. We can now move to agenda item 9, which is the Parks Master Plan. Let's reverse the order. Councillor Cornish, do you have any comments?
I don't at the moment, thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Marsh?
Not at this time. I'll say what I've got to say in exempt, if that's okay.
Thank you, that's fine. Now invite Simon Hughes to introduce this item.
Thank you. The report, I hope, is self-explanatory. As Cabinet will be aware, the Parks Master Plans set out the long-term plans for this council and how we intend to ensure that these valuable assets continue to meet the needs of our communities. This procurement relates to investment in 3 of our parks, 1 in East Grinstead, 1 in Haywards Heath and 1 at Peace Pottage. The recommendations seek delegated authority to procure and award a construction works from preferred bidders. I'm happy to take any questions.
Thank you. Can I go to Councillor Hobbs first of all?
Indeed, thank you. I think I would just support Simon Hughes' statement there that this is part of a journey. This is a council that has a number of parks that issues that it wishes to address, a number of projects that it wishes to deal with, and this is part of, firstly, those steps, but secondly, this is the logical next step in delivering the immediate works in those 3 parks. And whilst planning, for example, isn't entirely passed yet for each of those projects, and the specification isn't 100% tied down, this puts us in a good position in order to be able to move forward as the officers feel fit and at that right point. So I absolutely recommend this. Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Gibson.
Yes, thank you, Chairman. Very pleased to see the proposed work for Mount Noddy in East Grinstead, and I think that fits very well with the recent upgrade of the tennis courts in there. But other aspects of that park certainly need upgrading and indeed security improving in certain respects. I know less about the other work that's proposed, although I did have occasion to visit Finch's Field in Peace Pottage, and I did note that the car park was definitely in need of upgrading. Thank you. It's got a very nice hall, I have to say, of course, named in memory of the I think previous holder of one of my roles. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Cabinet. I mean, all I would say is that this is part of a strategy to improve our parks and open spaces, and it's good to see this project kick off, subject to planning and so on procurement. And it's a significant investment in the north of the district and in Haywards Heath. But as we know, as part of the rolling programme of improvements, open spaces like London Road Hassocks and St John's Park in Burgess Hill are also part of that strategy. So I welcome this. We shall go into exempt session, I think, for this, if members agree. So item 10, to consider whether to exclude the press and public from the meeting during consideration of the following items in accordance with section 100A of the Local Government Act 1972 on the grounds that it involves the likely disclosure of exempt information as defined in paragraph 3 of part 1 of schedule 12A of the said act. If I could ask cabinet members to vote on their buttons. Thank you. And that's agreed, so we will go into exempt. Thank you. So we've carefully considered the report in the exempt session, so we can now move to the recommendations. Can I go to Councillor Hobbs to propose them?
Absolutely, I'm more than happy to propose this.
Thank you, and I'll second that. So if we can vote on our buttons. And that is carried. This is the last item on the agenda, so I may bring the meeting of Cabinet to a close. Thank you very much, everyone, for your kind attendance, and to the officers for all the work they've put in to put the reports together. Thank you.